different kinds of anti-inflammatory diets out there. So the Mediterranean diet is one of the most researched diets
Mm.
out there. Vegetarian diet, and interesting, like a keto diet, they're all anti-inflammatory. So the
Aha.
diet that we put them on that was anti-inflammatory is we did no gluten and no dairy.
Mhm.
We did whole
No
food.
cheese. Oh.
Yeah, sorry. But again, there's ways to like, again, the Mediterranean diet has feta cheese, goat
Yeah.
cheese, yogurt. So it depends on the individual. I mean, I tend to say stay away from cow's milk, dairy,
Yeah.
cow's cheese, but feta and goat is a better one.
Yeah.
And staying away from gluten because gluten, so many people have a hard time processing gluten. It's very
Mm.
inflammatory, it's high on the allergenic profile. And people notice so many improvements. Like I had this one client, took her off dairy, her nightmares went away. When she went back on the dairy, her
Wow.
nightmares came back. And even I was surprised. I was like, I didn't know nightmares would be like a dairy issue would have a contribute to nightmares, right? So there's a
Yeah.
thing called the food elimination diet where you do that. You take away all like the dairy and the gluten, take away for 3 to 4 weeks, and then you reintroduce it
Right.
back.
Slowly introduce it back.
Monitor for 3 days and see if there's a change in your symptoms. Because a
Mm.
lot of times people find their little idiosyncrasies that, oh, I've never slept well, or I've always had problems with constipation.
Mm.
But so they try and they acknowledge it that it's just the normal part of them, but it's like no, there is something going on there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be going to the toilet every 3 days, once
Yeah.
every
Right.
3 days, right? So when we clean up the diet and then they can see
Mm.
how everything's improved and then we reintroduce things, because
Mm.
maybe it's not a gluten problem, maybe it's just a dairy problem, or maybe it's something else. So then they get to see what works and what doesn't work. So it's not like restrictive all the time, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's time for a little pop quiz interruption. I'd like you please to guess what is the percentage of people who are watching the content on this channel who have not subscribed? Are you ready? 97.5% have not subscribed. What? This blew my mind. That means only 2.5% of you have subscribed. Please help me change that. This makes a drastic impact on my capacity to continue sharing this educational content at no cost to you. All you have to do is press that subscribe button. If you have, thank you so much. Please continue sharing it with anyone you think can benefit from this. Thank you so much. And is there something about like number of meals? There's a lot of interesting research about time restricted eating or
Oh,
intermittent
yeah.
fasting. Was that incorporated into some of that, or it's like just your regular healthy kind of 3 meals?
You know what? I would say different nutritionists have different viewpoints.
Mm.
I would say where I'm now, when I did my metabolic balance coach training, they really, because insulin is inflammatory, right? So we really want to keep insulin low. A lot of us have problems like pre-diabetic or hypoglycemia
Mm.
and things like that. So I would recommend no snacks, because if you have that break and window, your insulin drops, you get into a fasting state more,
Yeah.
and you can go into more the fat burning. So I would say the 3 meals, no snacks. Now, intermittent fasting has so many health benefits,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's not good, especially for perimenopausal, menopausal women. It's too much stress on the body. So I've
Mm.
had some women lose a crazy amount of weight, and some people that have actually put on weight. So it's not for
Ah.
everyone, but definitely it helps with digestion. It helps with speeding up your metabolism. It helps with lowering your cholesterol and your insulin. There's
Mm.
research to show it improves longevity. And then if you fast for a certain period of time, there's research to show it really boosts the immune system, and your body can go into like a big cleanup, right? It cleans up
Yeah.
debris, cellular debris, but it also can start like clearing up cancer cells as well. So there is
Mm.
a role for intermittent fasting with potentially preventing cancer or managing it. I
Hmm.
mean, again, that's very individual, but
Right.
based on the individual and their cancer and everything else. But there is like it does do a very good clean house when you fast, for sure.
Mm. Hello there, and thank you so much for stopping by this channel. I hope you find this content useful, and if you do, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It will really help me to reach to more people and keep this content going. Here we are journeying together, and let's see where this takes us.